Ngicela nezinja zami Aphela abantu we 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 Aphela abantu
Strictly Come Dancing. Okay. Well, I really believe that the two of you did such a wonderful job. You really dug in and you left it all on the floor. I will say, Musa, with no attack, just watch your technique if you can. Again, there we go. And just work harder.
And the twirls?
The twirls were amazing. Okay. Just keep a spot.
Okay, I wasn't spotting. I wasn't spotting. Yeah. All right.
But ultimately, I think they did well.
They did very, very well.
Okay, great. What show is this?
Hello and welcome back to Strictly Come
Trending.
Ooh. SA. We look very good next to each other. We should really bury the hatchet.
Yeah. Not as good as us. Not as good as us.
All right, guys, listen. TrendingSA.tv. We've got some posts for anybody who has posted us. This one comes from Mbali, and Mbali says, "Oh, I love you guys. You always make me laugh, feeling awesome." Oh, no comments on what Mbali had to say.
Oh.
Okay. Mate Will says, yes, today it's Tuesday, and I choose TrendingSA over World Cup.
Yes.
How about
a hero?
But hold on.
A man amongst men.
I have but haven't we moved time slot because of the World Cup?
That's also true.
That is true.
For a friend who's asking.
Okay, now listen, if you also want to say nice things about us and any other thing that you want to say, then please tweet us, comment, like, RT, that kind of thing. TrendingSA on Facebook and Instagram, and TrendingSA on Twitter. Use the hashtag, as always, TSA_on3. Musa, what's up?
I just want to say that brother tried to deceive us. You tried, my brother, to deceive us, but you did not know that we know. Hashtag Sibanye Stillwater trending on my timeline today, and this is because of yet another tragic moment and event that had happened at a mine. Another miner has died at the mine, bringing the death toll up to 21. Now, the latest death occurred when a miner was hit by a scraper, and just a few weeks back, 5 other miners were found dead at an abandoned mine shaft, and the cause of the death was reported to be due to deadly gases and heat exposure. Now, according to the report, the mine is now accounting for nearly half of the fatalities across the country, just the one mine. And the chairperson for the Portfolio Committee on Mineral Resources, Sihlulele Luzipo, said that at the rate that this has reached disastrous proportions, and he's proposed that the mine be placed under curatorship. Now, the mine has responded and said that it plans to hold a safety summit to address all these safety issues. Here's what people had to say about this hashtag, that is Sibanye Stillwater. One here from Debs is saying this mine just needs to shut down, period. Sibanye Stillwater. Another one from Bongs that says, the deeper mines go to extract minerals, the richer mining bosses become. Miners' safety is compromised as those who profit from their hard work and sweat make billions of rands while miners die underground. How many miners should die before action could be taken? Hashtag Sibanye Stillwater. Another one also about Sibanye Stillwater is from African Khaleesi that says, people are out here saying that the mine must be shut down, forgetting that more people will be unemployed because of this. Our unemployment rate is already high. Don't underestimate the power of social media. That's hashtag Sibanye Stillwater. And the last one for now, this one from the great, and that is Gabelo, that says, Sibanye Stillwater is a perfect example of profit over safety. Someone must be held accountable. So true, so true, so true. Here at TrendingSA, we'd like to send our heartfelt condolences, of course, our prayers to the friends, colleagues, as well as the families of the lost loved ones. Another hashtag that caught my attention, of course, on the feed today was hashtag some of us should learn. And Twitter sometimes, gives us the best life lessons. Some of those lessons are dished out with this hashtag. And, of course, our favorite lessons were these. Starting things off with Swelihle saying that some of us should learn that these streets aren't safe. Stop sending nudes. Who agrees with the statement?
Yes.
No?
Stop it immediately.
No, stop sending unsolicited nudes. You know what I'm saying?
What's unsolicited? What does that mean?
I didn't ask you.
Is that the same as uncircumcised?
No. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is.
Sitting there minding your own business, then you suddenly get like nudes from Nina. That's unsolicited.
Like there was one day where I was having my tires replaced, and then I said to the guy I would like 12-inch rims, and then I got an unsolicited
I don't think I want to hear the
picture
rest of this. No, let's leave it there. All right. Of course, another one that came through on this one was one from Itumeleng that said, some of us should learn that DMs quickly turn into tweets with many likes.
Yeah.
This is rough. Watch the DMs you're sending. Another one was from I'm Not Human 3 that says some of us should learn to call him, tell him you're coming over, switch off your phone and sleep. Give a brother a reason to clean his room.
His room?
Yeah, his room. I mean...
Is that where he lives?
Yeah.
You're going to visit him at his parents?
Are you 12?
Don't do this, Nina.
I'm asking for a friend.
Please don't do this.
Okay.
Please don't do this.
Do you keep the door open?
Just don't do this, okay? And then, of course, another one. This one from Kamula that says, some of us should learn to mind our own damn business. Do you see what this lady is doing, huh? Everything is falling apart around her, but she continues on her task. That's the kind of focus we all deserve. And the last one coming through from Wanela that says, some of us should learn to ask permission before doing a video call. No. Do whatever.
No. We want permission. You can't just just video call me randomly because some of us look like goat herders without all this makeup and this hair.
I video call when I'm trying to check up on someone.
Definitely a sheep herder.
Now, tell me, which one of those lessons do you think are important for you?
Mind your own business. Mind your own business. Okay. So long as I don't feel compelled to go and comment by don't. Mind your own business.
I agree with Siskuli.
Okay. Yeah. Mine is to live in a house and not in a room.
Wow.
That's the lesson I've learned.
What do you think?
That's a nice one. For me, I think it's the don't do what that person said you must do. Don't call and say I'm coming and then don't come. Now my room is clean. It smells like lavender.
Your room should be clean all the time, dude.
It smells like lavender and pochupiri and oh my gosh.
Okay.
Anyway.
Pochupiri.
Yeah, pochupiri.
Thank you very much, Musa Mtombeni. You also let us know what you can come sit down, sweetie.
Thank you.
What some of your things that you think we should learn. Something along the lines of what is Pochupiri. So listen, on this day in history, the 26th of June 1955, South Africans signed a guiding document called the Freedom Charter, and it consisted of core principles designed to give people of this country equal rights, characterized by its open demand, the people shall govern. Now, 63 years ago, about 50,000 South Africans from various townships across the country shared their freedom hopes and demands, such as the land will be given to all landless people, living wages and shorter hours of work, and free and compulsory education, irrespective of color, race, or nationality. These were all synthesized into a final document called the Freedom Charter. This is what people had to say on this commemorative day. Kumani says, we are still far from achieving the ideals of the hashtag Freedom Charter, and the ANC keeps referring to it, but has done nothing to take us closer to this promised land. Ndadisilo Malema, also known as Juju, said something there about commemorating this day. And then Buzwebake says, happy anniversary to the Freedom Charter, but this is the remix. The people shall be governed until Jesus comes back. Some national groups shall have more equal rights than others. The party shall own the country's wealth. The land shall be shared amongst those who can afford it. Our friends shall be immune before the law. The chosen shall enjoy equal human rights, and there shall be work and security for card-carrying members. And then Ashley puts this graphic there that shows how the economy, the government, and you and I, the citizens, along with the banks, are holding up South Africa. So it seems to be more or less the sentiment on social media. We have this amazing document, but we are still so far from some of the ideals that were hoped for. At the Agenda_SA went as far as conducting a Twitter poll on the topic of the Freedom Charter. Have a look at these results. So the agenda says, look, is South Africa living up to the ideals of the Freedom Charter? And you can see it is a landslide. 18% only saying yes, and 82% saying hell no.
Sure. In the same spirit of the Freedom Charter, today also marks the first public hearings of land expropriation. The first tour of the provincial hearings started off today in the Northern Cape with the Constitutional Review Committee looking into amending Section 5 of the Constitution, which specifically deals with the clause of expropriation of land without compensation. Tubes also had a lot to say here because bathanda ukufakaza masifunde. So the land expropriation hearings are taking place at the moment on a weekday, while the people who need the land are at work for the people who took the land. Guess who is more represented in the hearing? I will never take these hearings seriously. That is Noxolo. Undombela Kabisa says, when we expropriated land without compensation, Langa Ross is mine! I chose it first. Langa, land expropriation. Right, and then Utseho Langa says, me in white neighborhoods, when we get the land back, hashtag land expropriation. There's nothing called white neighborhoods, people. Come on.
So, okay, if someone can break this down for me, I need to understand what part of the system we're in now, because, you know, they've said that they want to do this, but what are these hearings for, Musa?
Right, so they've proposed that they want this to happen, that they want to amend Section 25 of the Constitution, but this requires public input. So this is the everyday guy in the street that feels like he wants to have an input about whether it should happen or whether it shouldn't happen. So they're having provincial talks or sessions over a couple of days where people will basically get an opportunity to stand up and give their voice.
But hang on, I remember this happening with the e-tolls. And people knew, but they didn't know. Where is it being gazetted? How do we know where these hearings are happening?
So the e-tolls, it was in the back of the section that's called plumbers and that sort of thing. That's where they hid that. But with things like this, I think it's a good thing because it's such a big topical issue, land expropriation, that it's in media outlets. So everyone is technically know about it. But if you want to know when it's going to be in your province and you want to go say your 2 cents about it, we encourage you to go, whether it's for or against, whatever it is. It's a free country. These are the actual dates so that you can see. Started today in the Northern Cape, and then of course it's going to go all over the country. In the Western Cape from the 1st to the 4th of August. Gauteng will be the 26th to the 28th of July. Eastern Cape and so on and so forth. So look for your province, find out when it's happening, and try get there, even if it's just for one day, so they can hear what you have to say. And maybe you may, have your input in whether or not it changes.
And the interesting thing is that we're always looking to get more involved in governance, right? So it's not just the day that you go make your X in the voting booth, it's all of the days thereafter. So this is a big and important one that we can be a part of. Okay, Mr. DJ. We're going to take a break and come right back. This is TrendingSA on SABC.
What a great song for the subject. Of course. Yeah, I like it. Last dance.
I'm not.